What is going on, everybody? Welcome to week number 5 of our Big 12 Team Builder Dynasty. We're kicking today's action off between Nebraska State and Purdue.
Should be interesting. We are at home. Hashtag Go Dogs.
It seems like that's the word of choice whenever we talk about Nebraska State games. This should be an interesting game.
Well, we know where we're at. Okay, our defense is terrible. Our offense is going to take the field here, try to establish the run. We've had a lot of success offensively, and the first play of the game goes for a 4-yard loss. So this is, as I said, interesting. Receiver option here. Got Vivaldi on the outside. Shinoski gets 5, so it sets up a 3rd and 9 early, big-time conversion. And PRAIRIE with a spinorama, and he's still fighting for extra yards. He's going to pick up like 10 after contact there.
You have to love the fight from your tight end.
Yep, LaBelle still not finding any room with which to operate. 2nd and 8 here. What did we got dialed up? We got some tight ends out there. Trying to find some kind of mismatch. And Shinoski's loose. The goose is loose. And another little cut there. There.
Nice little agile move by the mobile Ben Shinoski. A little read option here to Corey Hargrove. Probably the most effective runner on this roster for you guys. LaBelle's been good, but Hargrove, it seems like he's always contributing in a big way.
That's true. I would imagine his yards per carry is a little bit higher. We get a little clearing here. Derek Smith, though, runs behind the marker to make that catch, and we're going to go for him down, and Wade makes a nice little move there.
The big-time guy. He looked like Toby Gerhart right there.
You could say that. Jamarcus Kimmerling, 4-7, and Gonsu, the PRAIRIE Dogs, are going to go up by 7. Here's Nick Sipe. Sipe. Sippy. Sipe. I'm going to go Sipe.
It's Sipe. Pretty sure it's Sipe.
1st and 10. We took out the running back.
Took out the running back. That was it's a good play on defense. At least you've got gap contain, right? You've got your guy. You've got your man ball that you're going up against right here. But here's a face mask.
And who's that going to be on? It's going to be on Sloan, the safety. Getting a little too aggressive there, buddy.
He's making some underclassmen mistakes here in the last couple weeks.
That's an understatement.
2nd and 1 here after a Jermaine Mason 9-yard reception. And here's a little flip. And Sloan again, Washington. Guys are not tackling very well. It's probably the biggest issue for this Nebraska State defense. And then,
come on, Zammo.
Zammo.
Pick it off.
Where's the hands?
It's right there. Why wouldn't he be able to pick that up? 2nd and 10. And Purdue is still trying to play some physical football here, taking on our defenders head on. And everybody's covered right there, and Sipe is going to go down. That's Marshall Jennings-Hoyt making the sack, big-time sack. Kick is up and good. Nebraska State has the lead through 1 possession.
1st and 10 possession here. 1st and 10 play. Dante LaBelle getting dropped in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. Terrence Rank with the tackle. Shinoski rolling to the right, just trying to find something. He's going to throw across the field.
Oh, my God.
And it's going to be picked by Clark. And Vivaldi can't catch him. It's going to be a pick 6.
That might be the worst play I've ever made in this series.
This game's been out for 6 years, and I've never seen you make a worse throw than that.
Well, we were trying to make something happen.
Ever.
We were trying to make something happen. Thought that maybe the receiver was cutting up field somewhere, but no, he was 100% stationary and double covered across the field. The rule is you're not supposed to throw across the field. Shinoski was throwing the ball horizontally across the field.
Yeah.
Big no-no here. 2nd and inches. LaBelle picking it up, so we're trying to rebound from this colossal mistake that I will deserve to be made fun of mercilessly in the comment section.
That's almost
so
like
have at me.
That's almost like Brett Favre with Minnesota against the New Orleans Saints.
Sure.
This isn't Detroit. This is the Super Bowl.
Definitely a little bit worse. Okay, 3rd and 5 here. 10-10 ball game. Let's see if we can get a stop. Nope, Purdue wide open slant. That's going to be DJ Edwards with, just no coverage to be found anywhere.
2nd and 8 here. Here's East. Can't make the tackle. The little juke.
Yeah, and he's going to score. And a little dipsy-do with the feet for Nick Sipe. Great missed tackle right there.
He's so athletic.
And look at this guy. Oh, man.
Oh, hey, peekaboo.
He's going a little crazy right there. Look at those eyes.
Hey, how you doing?
It's like Freddy Krueger or something.
A little bit. It's kind of scary. He's looking right at you. He's peering into your soul. 17-10, Purdue has the lead here. 1st and 10. Shinosky decides to keep it on this wide receiver reverse here, or jet sweep. And 2nd and 12 after the 2-yard loss, and pass going to go complete here to Seamus O'Regan, and he fumbles the football.
Wow.
Jefferson with the recovery. I think he's down. He's got to be down.
I think so too, and we're going to try to wait for the booth to review this. But we might have to challenge this because so far they did not go to the booth, so we have to throw the challenge to get this call looked at. And it's tough because it looks like Seamus might be on top of him, but I was looking for his rear or his forearm, hopefully on the ground, and they do say that he was down. And Shinosky makes a colossal mistake there for an 11-yard loss on 1st and goal.
Gonna have to call that timeout, and pass is incomplete. That would have been a touchdown. But Matthew Clark with the athletic play right there to save that touchdown. Still 17-10 game here for Purdue, and another deflection. Brandon Miller almost picked it off here in the end zone. 4th and goal, and Dorsey's going to come up and kick it right down the middle, right down Broadway. 17-13 at the half. And what are your takeaways here?
I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at the tackling. I like what our offense is doing, but we have to play more disciplined defensively. And Shinosky's got to stop with all of these screw-ups.
Yeah, I think that turnover is looming large here for you guys. 17-13 game. That pick 6 is really killing you right now.
And this is what I was referring to. Defense coming up big here on the first possession. We do get a stop. So, that being said, 5 minutes left in the third. Shinosky going underneath, and PRAIRIE, it's going nowhere. Going back to that short passing game kind of thing.
Yeah, that throw needed to be out just a little bit sooner. Kind of like that throw to Rouse, but Rouse goes backwards a little bit.
The other way.
It's going to be 4th and inches.
So now we're definitely going for it. Back to the well. Landon Wade up the middle. Fullback still not going down. Okay, 4 yards the hard way. I'll take it, though.
1st and 10 here. PRAIRIE's wide open. You got him. And he's going down the sideline. He's going to bust this one loose. Jumps, and that gave him a couple extra yardage right there.
Yeah, great block on the outside. Hargrove going up the middle. Trying to run this football in. We got 3rd and 2 here. We're going with the stretch. LaBelle cuts up middle. Touchdown. Prairie Dogs. And we are back in the lead.
Gone soup.
Gotta hold on, though. Defense, where you at?
2017 game here, and what is going on here with Sipe? He's serpentining his entire way through the O-line, through that pocket.
Slinking his way.
Yeah, slunk. 2nd and 2. Mason.
Yeah, let the bodies hit the floor here. We got 1. We got 2. We got 3 dogs down. And make it 4. Cuatro.
On the same play.
Yeah. Oh,
and then there might as well be 5 right there. Jermaine Mason with 9. Purdue's being super physical on you guys right now.
I got nothing to say. Missed tackle.
Touchdown.
Pounced, but wasn't pouncing fast enough as Mason scores. Where's the athleticism on this defense? We really need to hit the weight room. This is pathetic.
Shinosky rolling to the left here, but you saw the yellow ticker coming up. There's a flag on the field, and it's going to be a holding call on Mr. Wolf. Johnny, what's going on? He doesn't like the call, obviously.
Bad body language, too, on the sidelines.
Yeah, look at him right there. Look at 52 there. Yeah, this is fine. We're good. We're okay.
No problem. 2nd and 17. Shinosky rolling out. Is he going to slide? No, he's going to run into the contact, which the CPU, if you're a quarterback out of the pocket and you're running, they drop your carry into like 10. Okay, because you're going to fumble that football.
Oh, nice.
Look at a great hit, though, to jar that loose. Nebraska State is surviving on defense. Can we get the tackle? No, it's a 1st down for Zico. And the true freshman Johnson freezes. He froze in the moment. And we are now losing by 2 scores with 5 minutes left in the game. So what do you think? Can we come back? Can we play smart enough here?
I'm not sure, man. I mean, you're down 11. You got 4 minutes. 4 minutes down by 2 scores, like you said. It's going to be tough. But you're making some good passes with Shinosky. He's doing his thing here. First and goal. He's rolling out to the left. He could have thrown it to A or RB, but I know during that animation, probably going to get tackled here.
Down at the
1 yard line.
And we didn't trust him throwing, on his offhand.
Right, it would have been tough.
It was tough, but Shinosky does get the sneak. So we're going for 2. And so far, it's just been a struggle today. And right there, we thought we had the guy blocked and had a little lane, but it wasn't good enough. And look at East, man. East just lays him out. And I like the way that our defense is stepping up here. We're going to corral Mason for a no gain right there by Sloan. So Sloan is stepping up now.
Yeah, it's nice to see him actually step up here in the late part of this game.
And the 3rd down screen, the CPU bails us out because I had no faith that we could stop a downfield pass. Here's Pryor up the middle. Just jumping into contact. Okay,
he loves
20
jumping.
yards.
He loves jumping.
Hargrove up the middle. You get your wish. You get to see Hargrove on a crucial set of downs here.
2nd and 3. Pass complete to Seamus. Takes a big hit, though. Stays up. Tosses back to the ref and says, I'm good. I'm good. Now, here's a 3rd and 2 situation. This is a crucial spot here with 27 seconds, and Wade gets the first down. You guys have control here.
Yeah, we're going to call timeout. It's 25 seconds from the 3. So right now we're feeling okay. If we score, we'll have enough time on defense. And we will. Corey Hargrove up the middle, the money play, the money run. Now the big question is, we got to go for this. Try to make it a 3-point game. And we're going to Pryor. The throw went underneath, and Pryor's down at the
1 yard
line. Oh, that's tough. 20 seconds. Purdue running screen. And he's still going. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. So he gets up to the 40. So I wanted to kick the extra point on the last touchdown, but you just can't do that.
No.
In a 4-point game.
No.
Or a 5-point game. So you have to go down by 3. And we failed both times. So it's now a 1-point game. Gotta keep Purdue from field goal range. And great play there by Johnson. We got 6 seconds, so this is their last chance. And the Hail Mary. We've given a few of these up before.
Oh, he almost had it. He almost had it.
Incomplete. And Sipe is looking at the scoreboard like, what just happened today? You got Gonsued.
Blame it on the gloves.
Yeah, well, yeah, you should not be playing quarterback with gloves on. But Ben Shinosky, the gloveless Ben Shinosky, gets the W. Even though he made a couple crucial mistakes, we won, you couldn't argue, in spite of Ben Shinosky.
Yes. I would say that there were some big-time mistakes from Mr. Ben Shinosky, but ultimately, as you alluded to, he ended up getting the win. I think the defense played up to snuff. They played up to par to
it was the best game yet.
Pull the game off.
Here's an interesting matchup. Utah struggling a little bit. They're going to go into Midland Stadium, though, and we're going to get a look here at Kent Collins, baby. And this is a guy that I'm excited to watch. This is the first really extended action we've ever seen from Kent Collins, a much ballyhooed recruit.
Whoa.
And he's a true junior, so he's been riding the bench for 2 seasons behind Dexter Whiteside. Finally gets a look here, and this is the first time really that we've seen Kyle Wagner. Got a little bit of time last year as the number 2 back, but he sat behind Jesse Tyson. So Midland looking new in the backfield.
Yeah, and you know what? I kind of like his game, too. He's got some power run, and then he's got the ability to catch the ball in the backfield, too. So he looks like a pretty good one. Claude Gray, this is a freshman.
Yeah, he's a backup quarterback and a receiver. So this dude is recruited as an athlete. Interesting Midland roster, I will say that.
Yeah, it's got a lot of playmakers like Colton Yo as well. He's finally getting some big run here as the number 1, number 2 type of wide receiver for this team. And, he's physical. He's a big guy. He's going to make those tough, strong catches. And he gets a touchdown. He gets another touchdown.
Yep. Now we have the battle of the gloved quarterbacks here. Now we have Shelley wearing 2 gloves. So, I don't know what it is.
I don't know. It's the style, I guess, in 2020, 2021.
21.
Yeah. We see him here, 1st and 10, and a 3-yard loss to Martin Sanchez. Well, I'm not sure what the offense is here going on for Utah. We got some pressure on him, and he's deciding to take off. It's going to be 3rd and 10, so they do get that yardage back. And then they go the 3rd down screen, the normal, business as usual CPU play calling.
Do they do this for you guys too, or is it just us? Because I don't understand how you could put that in a game and feel comfortable with it.
I don't know.
Claude Gray with the 27-yard catch, making his impact felt here on the gridiron.
He's already got 3 for 56 right now. And then Colton Yo again here with a 10-yard reception. He's 2 for 25.
All right, Collins making this look easy so far in his series debut. This is his 4th game starting, but I mean, he's looking comfortable back there. 3rd and inches. No pressure from Utah, but they do get a nice little swat here.
Yeah.
And they're going for it. This is aggressive. Aggressive call.
No, Kent.
Oh, God.
Why would you do that?
I mean, there had to be a better throw out there. So.
Well, you would think. Number 80 right here, running across the field. That would have been a good option. 23 would have been a good option there. Yeah, just on 4th and inches, either take off and run with it. Just don't throw a pick. I mean, come on. Throw it in the back of the end zone. Do something. Don't throw a pick. So 2nd 11 here, and we get a sack for 5 yards. That's
Wow.
Aaron Marshall with the sack. He's a big-time defender for this Midland State football team here. And Shelley just a little bit out wide.
This looks like Michigan's offense.
First passing completion for Shelley. 1st and 10 here in the 2nd quarter, and Colton Yo stepping up big once more for 15. So 1st and 10 yet again. The lefty, the big lefty, throwing 2. Colton Yo, his favorite target, for 13. So big chunk plays for Midland State, 4 for 53. Now for Colton Yo, and now a sack. That's not going to do your offense any favors there for an 8-yard loss.
Interesting thing about Colton Yo, you guys know he was an athlete, but his natural position was quarterback. And can you imagine him playing quarterback with his size? I think he's too big for that. But look at a nice throw there. Complete downfield. That is going to be Claude Gray again. Again, still making plays. And then Midland running up the middle with Wagner for 13. Down at about the 2-yard line. So they're still running shotgun here. And watch out behind you. Collins goes down. He didn't listen to me.
No, he absolutely did not listen to you here. But we get a flip on an option, and what a move by Kyle Wagner. I don't know if that was just a bad tackling animation or what, but Wagner somehow gets into the end zone. And we'll see it one more time here, but I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
Uh-oh, why do we have a punt playing here? Oh, the muff. That was easy.
Yeah, just a little bit later on, we see this punt, and we get a turnover here for Midland State.
So this game should be over pretty soon here. I mean, you would think Midland's probably going to be up 21-0 here.
All things considered, 3rd and 3. They're going to go back to that option play, and this time Kent Collins keeps it for 5, and it's going to be a 1st down. 3rd and goal, and he flips it out to Wagner again, and he falls into the end zone. There's no 1-yard line monster here.
He beat the 1-yard line monster.
But did he?
Did he, though?
But did he? He was down. He was down. But they still gave
the ball in the air.
Yeah.
But maybe it was before he got hit, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, no. No. So what, they took it away?
They took it away.
It was reviewed. They reviewed the spot.
They reviewed the spot. They took it away.
Unbelievable.
It was a 4th and 1.
Unbelievable.
And they had to kick the field goal, and it was good. So 17-0 here. We're going to skip a little bit later on in the 3rd quarter. We got blockers out in front for Jason Shelley, and he takes a big hit down the sideline, but he does get 16.
Second attacked on that play.
2nd and 5. Shelley going to throw out to the hitch route here to the right. Going to pick up a 12-yard gain for a 1st down. 1st and 10, 3:35. Shelley is going to take off and run for it. And Midland defense, where are you?
Blocking the back.
Where are you?
Shelley for 14, and he's up to 56 yards, including sack yardage. So that's a pretty good day of running the football for him.
Jeez. How is this little guy taking so many hits like this? You got to wonder. It's 17-0, man. Like,
Yeah.
why are you putting the team on your back like this?
Ross Scott
Gotta love it.
scores a touchdown. This is a tough Midland State defense, okay? They're not as deep as they might have been last year, but I talked about it in the last video. They're stepping up.
Oh!
But now Utah's defense, though, is stepping up, and this is not looking good for Midland. They were so close to just putting this game away, and Collins throws his second pick, and Coach Philip Michaels is telling him something.
That's 3. He says something about 3. Even though that's his second interception, he's saying this is the 3rd time you've screwed up throwing off your back foot like that.
Probably something like that. You know,
Yep.
Philip Michaels, former Midland State quarterback. We all know. No, we don't know that. I just made that up. But I think it works.
Hey.
Touchdown, Utah.
Lore.
Yeah.
And
This
all of
was
a
back
sudden,
in the mid-'80s.
all of a sudden, it's 17-14 now.
Yeah.
Late in the 3rd.
Yeah. Come on, Midland State. Do something right.
Oh, nice catch by Claude Gray, and then to bounce off the tackler, and then the stiff arm. He went breaking tackles at the 15 all the way to the 5.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's how good this guy's going to be. And Kyle Wagner here punches his way into that end zone.
Or did he?
Yeah. No 1-yard line monster attack here, guys. It's 24-14. And start of the 4th quarter, we get another touchdown for Utah as they march all the way back down the field. And now it's 24-21. So we're speeding up these highlights just a little bit here because we do get a lot of scoring and a lot more offensive plays like that in the ending of this game here. So 24-21, good run by Kyle Wagner, and then a nice catch and throw by Kent Collins and Colton Yo.
Custom recruits, man. They got this connection going on here.
Nice completion
Nice throw.
again. This time to McKinley Harris. We haven't seen a whole lot of him in the second half, but in the first half, he had some pretty nice catches as well. So Collins on 1st and 10. He's going to find McKinley Harris again for 10.
This is his chance to shine, man. He's been buried on the depth chart for 4 years. Decent player. Not a lot of playing time for the redshirt senior. Collins got to throw this away, though. And Midland's only up by 6, so they are in the danger zone as Utah completes this to Jalen Dixon.
Yeah, Jason Shelley just found his open man down the seam. And luckily for Midland State, we get a sack. So Aaron Marshall with his sack number 2. He's going to put Utah down to a 2nd and 11. And Shelley, nobody open, and he's going to run for 9.
Third crushed.
3rd and 2. He's up over 100 rushing yards right now at quarterback. 3rd and 2. Get to him. Pass going to go completed and down at the
1 yard line.
What do you know? It happened to the CPU too.
Patrick Newby.
1st and goal, and
Oh, wow.
nobody there. There's just nobody there. All of the offensive linemen were in the purple end zone before I saw any Midland State guy.
Where's the fight, Midland?
Minute
Find it within yourselves.
and 20 here, down by 1. A field goal can win you the game. So, Kent Collins, be smart. Don't do anything stupid. Find your guys, use your playmakers, get the job done. But they are in field goal range at this point. Got to get a little bit closer, though. 35 seconds on a 3rd and 2, and they go false start. Something you just cannot do, man. You push yourself out of field goal range. So Kent Collins on a 3rd and 7. Got to make a play. Going to fire to the end zone. And Derek Palmer.
Who?
Derek Palmer.
Where's he been all game?
I don't know, but he makes this unbelievable catch in the end zone. Why are you... I guess maybe you do go for the end zone. I mean, you got to get closer, right?
Hey, if you feel like taking the shot, go for it.
Holy cow.
Gutsy.
In contested coverage makes the touchdown grab, and Kent Collins going for 2 points here, making a 35-28 game.
Big 12 teams are incapable of converting a 2-point conversion today.
It looks that way.
And now it's going to be up to Jason Shelley to lead Utah to a touchdown to win the game with 25 seconds left and little floaters like that. I don't know what the upside is. Timeout.
Got to go out of bounds.
Yeah.
Save some timeouts.
Or just drop it. I mean, geez, it doesn't help you at all. And Shelley is running, but he goes down. Midland State with the sack. 15 seconds now. Got to test that arm, and the pick should have been made by Antonio Hall, the defensive back. So we get 4th and 8.
This could be the game here. Pass is going to go completed, so they do convert on the 4th and 8. They get 11.
Gibson.
5. Good point. Funny. 5 seconds here. This will be the game. This is the last play. Shelley firing it out deep, only getting to the 20-yard line. Gonna fall incomplete. Nobody was open there. And even if somebody caught it, a miracle would have had to happen. And Midland State comes back. They had the game in the bag for most of this contest until the 4th quarter when they were down by 1.
All right, we'll have some thoughts later in this video on that game. And we got a rainy day here in Ardmore as the boys from Ruston, Louisiana are coming up to take on the T-Wolves in a game. I said Louisiana Tech, you got to respect them because they've beaten Wazoo, they've beaten Arkansas, and they came close against whoever it was that they lost to, Mississippi State. So you got to respect this team.
Yeah, and our first play of the game goes negative. So yes, we do have to respect this team. And, they got pressure on Stanfield, and Aaron Golden comes up with a huge catch in the rain here. Pass going to go complete to Brian Washington up the middle. So now we're starting to sling it a little bit. But yeah, it's raining. It's cold. It's going to be a tough game. And, but it's the game that we like. Because guess what? This is our territory here. Because we are the Thunderwolves. Oh. We like it when it storms outside. When it's raining, it's pouring. But we're offense. Our offense is not even snoring here. Darnell Savage with the huge catch. And did you see that? Willie Nelson out there with the out post route? That was the play designed. That safety was going to bite on him. And Darnell Savage is going to be wide open. It's just easy, guys. It's easy. 7-0.
Walker is the quarterback for the Bulldogs. Let's see what he's got in store here. Nice completion outside to Quallen Williams.
Well, Carl Boyd made some pretty bad play there in coverage. Pass going to go incomplete with a drop. That will be very prevalent today, I'm assuming, with the rain here. But pass going to go complete to Williams up the middle for 12.
Walker's looking comfortable, man. He's looking comfortable. Yeah, going to Landry outside. Matt Landry.
We got to catch. We got to put more pressure on Mr. Walker here.
And I think his own offensive line put some pressure on him on that one. Yikes.
3rd and 8 here. We've got man coverage going everywhere. We got some blitzing going on, and like I said, put some pressure on Elijah Walker, and he will feel it. So he's gonna have to get rid of it here. We get the football back, 7-0. Wiggins gonna get 7 on this reception. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter, and we're gonna go screen pass. Is gonna go complete, and Streeter gonna get the first down, but flag on the field. Yeah. MJ Ward going to be called for the hold.
You can't run a screen with it not being 3rd down. What are you thinking?
I'm sorry.
You have to run it on 3rd down. That's where the money play is.
You can only run it on 3rd down. Pass complete here to Buchanan, and we had a lot of yards to gain right there, but just slipped on that wet field. It's only going to pick up, you picked up a good gain there from the penalty. So 3rd and 9, pass going to go completed to J.K. Johnson, the big man target, our big guy target. 2nd and 10, Stanfield, play action, gonna try to fire it to the end zone, and what a play. What a play right here for Louisiana Tech. Just to tip that ball up in the air and avoid our big guy target to catch that touchdown. And it's the same play call, but Marvin Berg can make this deflection.
Marvin Berg?
It's a great name. It's a great name.
I don't know. Maybe he's real. I don't know.
So 3rd and 2 here, and pass is going to go wide. Good defense by Ardmore. And La Tech, they're being aggressive here. They're going for it. You should be maybe kicking a field goal at this point. Making a touchdown game.
Got to get on the board, don't you think? At this point in the game, 4th and 2. That ain't going to do it.
Wow.
Andrew Smith is tackled shy. Tremaine Young cheering on the defense. Maybe that shutout, might keep that shutout going.
Hopefully. That was a great play by David Price. We should mention that for sure. Here's a pass complete to J.K. Johnson for 20 off the play action. First and goal here. Wiggins, the power through. It's 17-0.
It's making it look easy.
We're picking right back up where we left off against Cincinnati last week.
Yeah, this is right now, Bulldogs not looking too competitive here as Walker gets sacked. They've had a little bit of success doing some things, but it's like you got to sustain these drives, and third down screens don't help as David Barnes is tackled for a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 10. You're trying to pick up some more points before the half, as usual.
Yes.
I mean, you have nothing to lose right now, so you're like, we're feeling good. Let's try it. Stanfield goes down.
Can't have it. You can't have sacks when you're trying to drive down the football field, trying to get extra points, like you said. 2nd and 20. Stanfield feeling a little bit more pressure. It's going to be 3rd and 20 now. With 7 seconds, you might as well bomb one deep, right? Right? 3rd and 20. Going to JK. Something quick but deep. Gets 12. We call that timeout with 1 second left.
You gonna hit this field goal from
And
Trey Day?
Trey Day right down the middle. 20-0 at the half.
Okay, well, looks like maybe I didn't give your team enough credit.
That's right, nobody did.
Yeah, you're right.
Pass gonna go. Completed in the end zone for Darnell Savage. A touchdown.
Looking good. Looking good. First down screen to David Barnes. He's tackled.
2nd and 15, a 5-yard loss.
Oh, man.
It's not looking good for Louisiana Tech as Jovan Britton makes this interception on the outside. It's just, guys, when it rains, it pours. 27-0 here. No! I spoke too soon.
Is Louisiana Tech going to come back in this game?
I don't know, but Stanfield's pretty upset about it.
The answer is no. Spoiler. No, they're not.
That's why this highlight reel is so short. Stanfield gets sacked. It's going to be 2nd and 17, and you know what? We're still going to the end zone. Darnell Savage.
Wow.
For a touchdown. You know what? On that last touchdown, the one before, it was J.K. Johnson. This one is to Darnell Savage. So Darnell Savage has 2. J.K. Johnson has the other touchdown previously. So 34-0. Tomsha checks in the 4th quarter as this game is, like you said, it's dunzos. And we're just trying to get the second-tier guys, the backup guys, some time. And we've got a little connection here between Buchanan and Tomsha. I like to see that. 3rd and 1. Tomsha going to go to the right to Eric Daniel, another freshman wide receiver. He picks up the first down, and then we kill the rest of the clock. We shut out the Bulldogs.
You killed Louisiana Tech is what you did.
Yes.
It's not a competitive football game. Maybe Ardmore will get a challenge coming up in the Big 12.
Week 5 is in the books, everybody. Denver Tech, I don't know, would you say squeaks by Rutgers? 55-38. This game got out of hand in the 4th quarter. But up until then, it was a relatively close game the whole way through. This Rutgers quarterback, Jonathan Lewis, was a tight end, actually, in 2019.
600 yards in this one for Denver Tech. 318 of those came on the ground. Makovich was clean, 4-0 with the 2 rushing touchdowns. So he is making a play for the Heisman Trophy, and we will look at that on Wednesday's video, which will be recruiting, as you guys hopefully know by now. Parker had a touchdown there. I was looking for Nick Burns for 48.
Shreveport takes care of business against Ball State, beating them by 2 touchdowns. And we see
there's our buddy Durbin that they nabbed from McAllen. But, you know, Ball State made it a little tight late, but a touchdown with 1 second left on the clock. So this gives a 1-score game
at that
in the
point.
4th quarter. Shreveport, I don't think this was their best performance of the non-conference slate, but I think they held it together. They beat a decent team in Ball State. That team's probably a bowl team, in my estimation, coming out of the MAC. So it was a decent win. Seidel Riggins for 162. Custom recruit Travis Jackson had 120 and a score. So Shreveport looking good here, sitting at 4-0.
32-31 final score. Nebraska State going for the 2-point conversion after their last touchdown of the game, trying to get it to a 3-point game. just in case Purdue ends up getting to field goal range and tying it.
They came pretty close to doing.
Unreal.
This was the comeback of all comebacks at Nebraska State. I mean, how did we outgain them that badly and lose? It's all field position. You know, the turnovers were bad. The interception was horrendous. That we were just trying to make some magic happen, but I couldn't see. As you guys know, I mean, I like the completion percentage, though. We kept the game in front of Shinosky. It was very easy for him to make throws today, which made me happy.
The question for me with Shinosky is when is this guy ever going to lose his job? Because, you know, there's just something about him that always seems to just come through, pull the rabbit out of the hat, ends up getting the W, the stat line looks nice and clean. It looks okay.
Even though...
But it was a little messy. The visuals are messy.
You're right. You are right about that. But right now, he's the best that we have. He is the most experienced that we have. We got to ride it, man. But, I mean, this game was ugly. This was ugly. Purdue drops to 1-3. And we could have easily lost this one. I'm just happy that we won. And we got to win 3 more. That's all my goal is right now with this terrible defense.
56-10. Amarillo beats up on UTEP.
Nate Galveston, have yourself a game here, lad.
I know. He really needed this. And we'll take a look at his numbers here. 542 yards of total offense, 279 for UTEP. They couldn't do a thing on offense, only getting 109 yards through the air. 5 touchdowns for Galveston.
I thought Galveston sucked. Some people were saying that.
Hey, maybe. We'll have to see.
It is UTEP. I know that's what they would say, and they would be correct to say that. It is UTEP.
That's what I would say for sure. Justin Davis actually got in the game as well, the redshirt freshman from last season. He was actually I believe he was a top 5 quarterback.
He was a top pocket passer in that class. Look at the running game, too. The running game averages were healthy there. Hunter with 3 scores. Sledge scored twice, the tight end. And then, what is that? Griffin.
I know, he's not producing. What is it with these Rivers? They always get highly recruited, and then they never come through.
He has like single-digit receptions so far through 4 games. Like, have to get Griffin Rivers going. He has a lot of talent, and you got to think maybe he's regretting his choice here. His dad did make it out to a couple of their home games so far, but is that worth it when you're in this balanced offense that doesn't really stretch the field? So, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Griffin, if he was playing for Odessa or Ardmore, what kind of numbers would he be putting up right now?
Speaking of one Rivers to the other, we're not talking about the green wave of River. We're talking about Gunner Rivers, 45-7. They also beat up on Tulane.
Yeah, look at Trahan with a pick 6. We've been talking about Little Rock's inability to create turnovers. We see Trahan drop interceptions all the time, and in the first quarter, he took one back to the house. Looks like Monet, though, is my player of the game. Personally.
Yeah, we'll have to see what his numbers were, but take a look at that box score, guys. The touchdown came in the 4th quarter. So, again, this Little Rock unit on defense
is an absolute unit.
It's nuts. It's nutso. 8 for 19 for Tulane through the air. Held them under 50% or at 50. No, yeah, it's under 50%.
If you hold an offense in college football to under 300 yards, you are playing lights out. And that's what happened here in Little Rock again with a dominant performance. LaQuinton Evans came in and went 0 for 4.
Yeah.
That's tough. Rivers, no picks. Pretty easy task for him today.
Oh, yeah.
White Monet plays your player of the game.
Has to be.
3 touchdowns on the ground. And then we see Wilson here scored once, and Isaiah got one through the air. Keneal for 68, and you got McBride, the tight end, was the leading receiver around the day. Balanced offense, a lot of weapons.
Spreading love.
This game, I'm probably going to call it a little bit uninspiring, although Tulsa did score 2 touchdowns in the 4th to maybe make it look a little bit closer than it actually was. 500 yards, pretty good. Allowed 424 to Tulsa. They got 293 on the ground. Harkless threw the ball very efficiently. The running game was good. Wade with over 100. Buckley with 2 touchdowns. Blair tax on 71. But I don't know. I mean, it's about what we expected here.
Yeah, Tulsa's a decent football team. They're not great. And they held their own against a pretty tough McAllen football team. Midland State squeaks past Utah 33-28. And for the most part, this game was back and forth the whole way through, but Utah ended up scoring 14 points there in that fourth quarter. And they got that late touchdown with 28 seconds left.
Yeah, that was pretty dangerous. I mean, Midland blowing it late. I mean, in a position to lose, even when they outgained Utah to the extent that they did. 364 passing for Kent Collins. Did have the 2 INTs that we saw, and then Wagner.
Again.
Wagner was really good on the ground. I feel like Wagner could fulfill what Jesse Tyson started last year. Because Jesse Tyson played himself into the Heisman race. This running back, first-year starter, was destroying his non-conference opponents. They got into the Big 12, and then they went all passing with Dexter Whiteside. So the question to me is, are they going to keep the balance? Keep running with Wagner, or are they going to let Collins just shoulder all of the load in conference play?
I think that they're going to start to run the football a little bit more than they already have because they've got receivers that really are trying to prove themselves that they can handle the responsibility in this out-of-conference. And so far, at least in this game, they've been able to do that. Colton Yo again gets another touchdown, 7 catches for 105. Claude Gray.
I like what we're seeing out of Gray.
6 for 131, and McKinley Harris there for 7 for 71. But, you look at those numbers and you'd say, Gold, what are you talking about? They're going to be throwing all day with these receivers. These receivers are underrated. Well, we'll see what happens in conference play because their defenses are going to be a lot better. Camu beats Western Kentucky 35-23, and I was scared about this game.
It's a late touchdown to put them away. One-score game late. I mean, I don't know. 477 to 411. Camu did run for 311 yards, so an old school Camu performance. We see here Flores, or as Brad Netzler says, Flores.
He says Flores?
Yes, he does. 161 and 2. Harold Reed getting a lot of touches today, 11 for 56. Harold Reed Jr. looking good. Fullback Kirkland scores twice.
He's been on this planet for 60-some-odd years, and he doesn't know how to say Flores.
It's Barajas was the same way. Barajas.
Barajas.
That's what he says.
That's brutal.
Jameel Carter scores a touchdown, and Camu not very balanced in this game. It makes me feel like they went into a little bit of a shell offensively and was like, okay, I don't want to throw today. I want to just run until the clock hits 0 and get out of here with the W. That's how this game feels like.
It's kind of concerning, don't you think? Against a team like Western Kentucky, you didn't want to be aggressive. Oh, no!
Oh, you kidding me?
Happened again!
This offense is terrible.
Uba.
They scored with a minute 47 to make it a one-score game. So they, till that point, had 7 points against Troy.
This needs a 30 for 30, man.
Tim Lester.
How does
get this thing figured out? And the way I would do it is I would just run the ball all day. I'm not even going to throw. I mean, Christian, that's not very good. I mean, you throw the ball 33 times and you get 155 yards to show for it. You get a pick. You're under 60%. I mean, the running game here, look at Viper and Bell. How do you lose? Quincy Booth, the tight end, is getting 2 carries. Okay. But my question is, why do you lose when your top 2 running backs average just about 7+ per carry?
Yeah,
you can't lose that game.
It's an even split, too. Even with quarterback Christian running the ball, it looks like it was an even split, 14-15 attempts. Yeah, it's god-awful, man. Like, we knew coming into this game that Troy was going to give them everything they could handle. They lost to UConn.
Right.
But seriously, guys, this needs a 30 for 30 or something because it's a fall from... I've never seen a program fall this hard.
Yeah. I mean, they were looking okay first 2 games. They beat Tulsa and they beat Western Michigan, although that game was close. But, I mean, hey,
there's nothing else to say.
So the one takeaway from this is, they're under 10 points away from being 4-0, basically. I mean, you lose to UConn in overtime, you lose to Troy by 7 at home. So this is bad. I mean, the bowl game now is out of sight. The question now is, can you get an upset or 2 in conference play to build towards next season? Because that's what they have to do right now.
Yep.
Buchanan Simmons might be regretting his decision to play for the Big 12 champion.
Yeah. Yeah, and as much as people want to get kind of a little on edge about the idea of all these players transferring and grad transfers and all this. It's happening all over college football anyway. And the fact that when people get frustrated with their current situation, they want out because they want to get to a playoff or they want to get to a top-tier school. They want to look out for number one. At the end of the day, is a guy like Buchanan Simmons, who was one of the top receivers in his class, is he going to accept this? We have to watch out for that potential storyline as well as where might he go? He might not even go Big 12. He might go somewhere
putting ideas into his head. This is the Ardmore guy just insinuating things and throwing things out there.
Oh,
that is so.
He might go to NSU.
Skeevy.
He might go to NSU.
Oh, I'm sure.
With Bubba.
Well, this wasn't close.
Nope.
As I predicted.
Nope. Look at all the scores. Hey, it's short, but it's got one name on there. Ardmore, baby, 470 to 160. 8 first downs. Our defense was insane tonight.
Yay.
Yay.
Stanfield 3 touchdowns today, and Tomsha looked okay as well. Running game? I don't know, you didn't really run the football today. It was weird.
No.
I think you just took the easy win and said, oh, screw it.
Yeah, we were done. Darnell Savage with 2 touchdowns and 2 receptions. So he was not used a whole lot, but when he did, he was very effective. Oh, God.
Wow. Oh, man.
Getting a little too high.
I hope some of our viewers did a little double take there, like, what? But yeah, Odessa State beats UMass by 3, and it took a touchdown from the fullback, Rhett Sutherland, with 47 seconds.
And you noticed something here in this box score as well that
Harris
most people might not notice here.
Saved them today.
Yes.
The kickoff return. Return to kickoff. That's big, man.
Yeah.
That is big. I mean, after he scores a 45-yard touchdown, he picks up a special teams touchdown. And, I mean, without Paris today, this team would have lost. And this was a letdown game, man, if I've ever seen one. Because they're playing under the lights. They're playing on national TV at 8 o'clock at night on NBC at Notre Dame. And they get the W in overtime. And everybody's like, oh, Odessa State, you're number 19 in the country. And then it takes you everything to beat UMass.
Yeah, and I think they were beat up. I think that game against Notre Dame really took a lot out of them. So most people would be like, hey, this UMass thing is a trap game. So maybe there were people out there that took UMass. You were close. We got to give you props. We might give you half a point for being close.
Paris saves the day. 6 catches for 129 yards. These guys did not even show up today. The passing game was not there. Johnny Johnson played his worst game of the year. But Paris did what he could to save them.
All right, guys, that's going to be a wrap for week number 5. And if we go to week 6, there's nothing there. No Big 12 action for week number 6, except we will be doing the preview video for week 7.
Ooh.
Picks for week 7 are also below in the Google Forms. The standings have been updated as well, so make sure you guys go and check those out.
3 points for conference games. So if you guys feel like you're behind, you can still come back a little bit, make some noise late. I mean, we got 8. There's only 8 weeks of picks remaining. So there are no bye weeks for any team in conference play. It is all Big 12 the rest of the way. There's no bye weeks.
Yep, so this is going to be a really fast year number 5. I feel like we're already here in week 7, and it's going to go by very, very quickly, but it's been fun so far. What is the plan for the rest of the week?
Well, we're going to go right into conference play the following Saturday. So we're not going to have Wednesday videos, but we are planning something pretty fun. And I need a little bit more time to get ready, I think. But I think that extra week will get this thing off the ground. So stay tuned. Hopefully it's ready by the beginning of week 6. We're not going to spoil anything.
I promise you guys, as far as storylines go and as far as what we have planned, which is going to be fun for you, is well worth the wait. I know that a lot of you guys are going to be like, oh man, no, frick, dang. Wednesday previews. We want recruiting updates.
Well, no football video on Saturday. It's
Right.
going to be recruiting.
Yeah, it's going to be a deep dive recruiting because we got a lot of things to cover there. We got storylines to cover. It's going to be a good one next Saturday. So we will see you back here next week. Leave a like if you like this thing, and we'll see you guys then. As always, peace.